what's going on? It's Friday. That's what's going on. It's time to rank another fresh batch of 8-bit Nintendo games. I am here. If I lean back this way, I'm a little more centered up in the shot, I guess. But now I'm too far away from everything. This is terrible. Hi! It's time to rank games. We're here with another fresh batch here for episode 139. A lot of games on the list. A lot of games have been ranked. 724 to be exact, with Harlem Globetrotters pretty firmly ensconced at the bottom of the list. I mean, it's no Raid 2020, that's for sure. Up here at the top, what's here? What's up at the top? What is it? It's Mega Man 2. The second Mega Man. The best Mega Man? Perhaps. The best Mega Man game what's ever been made? Well, I wouldn't want to go and rank every Mega Man game scientifically, but I will say, as far as hearts and minds are concerned, it doesn't get any better than Mega Man 2. If you say otherwise, your heart and or your mind are lying to you. That's fine. It's okay. You can allow your heart and mind to be wrong just this once. Let's get down to it here. We've got a hot batch of games. You can check out the list over at 8bitnintendo.science. You can also support the broadcast over at jeff.zone. A lot of different tiers available for you, the viewer. And you get on the Discord, and you get, the Discord is all messed up. What's going on over here? You get on the Discord. You get to mix it up. You get an ad-free version of the podcast. You get a bonus podcast, and more, and more, and more. Let's get down to it. First up. This is a game, eagle-eared listeners may remember from last week that I mentioned that this was likely to be on the list. I don't think I've ever... It's entirely possible that I've loaded this game up for a couple of minutes and played it at some point. I've been roughly aware of its existence, I suppose, but I don't think I have ever played this game. Every time I hear about it, except now this will never be the case because now I've really sat and thought about NES games a lot, and so that'll probably stick with me for a very long time. But this is a game that every time it comes up, I'm like, wait, they made another one of these? Because I feel like no one talks about it. I don't know what the deal is with it. Either way, it's DuckTales 2. I already don't like launching into this style of cutscene. I don't know. Spit on my spats! Spit on my spats. That's it? Okay, yeah. Abrupt. Well, Spit on My Spats is a video game. Yeah, I mean, this is 92, 93? This is so late in the run that it's, yeah. So it defaults to Niagara. I'm inclined to say that's where we should go first, but what are our options here? Niagara, Bermuda, Egypt. Oh. The Lost Continent. And Scotland. Between having Moo and Scotland is 67, 68% of the way to a KLF game. All right, Uncle Scrooge, we're going to bring all the money you got to this tiny shack on this island near Scotland. We're going to fucking burn it all. Oops, okay, wait. The Lamp of Eternity is in Scotland. Do we want to go there, Uncle Scrooge? Yes, A button, no B button. I like the idea of Launchpad saying that. Do you want to go there, Uncle Scrooge? Yes, A button, no B button. To get across, you'll have to jump from log to log. Legend says the fabled crystal flower that blooms only once every 1,000 years is on the far side of the falls. Flintheart Glom Gold is after the crystal flower, too.
Knock, knock, open up the door. I'm cool,
Okay, can't bounce on the flower. Gyro has created some rubber rafts for you. To move them, hit the sidewall with a golf swing. Oh, okay. I guess I'm meant to go down. Oh, yeah? Uh-huh, uh-huh. I can't move these at all, right? Okay. If I try hard enough, I can hit one of these guys when they're in the air and then get this. This is, the level design here feels a little more built around stuff like that. Or like, hey, you needed to bounce off this in just the right way and you destroyed it, and now this area, like now you're kind of locked off from whatever this secret thing was. Okay. Okay, so we can bounce on the bottom spikes, but the top... Oh, God. Well, hey, I'll get another shot at all this stuff, right? Except for this. Can I bounce? No, there's no... Thought maybe I could hit that flower, but apparently... I don't really know what I'm supposed to do there. Aha! Landslide. Are these the rubber... is this meant to be the rubber raft? Am I going to hit that in and it's going to... Okay. Yeah, nailed it. Good. That was good. This is the landslide? I wouldn't write a fucking any kind of song about this type of landslide. You're stuck behind 2 boxes, loser. Take this iron adapter. Scrooge is getting up there. He needs his nutrients. He needs his iron. You can use it on things that wouldn't break with a normal pogo jump. All right. That guy seems like a loser. Let's try this again. Hey. Look, this is just one level, but this feels like a significant step down from the first game. So could I theoretically low hop through there and not have gone down there? Is that the thing? I need to kind of abandon the hop. The timing on that feels like you'd have to really get locked in on that. All right, great. Damn it. Fuck. Shit. Well, we failed whatever fucking block hitting puzzle that was. Wait, with my iron... So with my iron tipped... What? I got the thing from the dude, so can I hit these now? No. Oh, so if I hold the button down, I can pull it. I see. That's a... You ever just see a mechanic in a game and think like, this didn't... There's a real what are we gonna put in DuckTales 2? Oh, I don't know, man. Like, what if you could pull these? What if you could do this? What do you... Now more than ever, my man. Fuck you. Oh, that's bad. That's bad for me. It's fine. It's never... It's always... Oh, that's... Man, the way that log was fit in between 2 colors of things made me think that was a hard wall. And I had to ride... And I needed to ride that log down to a lower screen and come back around to the... Fuck off. Stupid bird. Eat shit. See what I mean? Like, that doesn't look like I should be able to go that way. But you, in fact, very much do. Just dump you back here, huh? I don't... Let's try Scotland. Oh, this was not the way. Really? Oh, right. There's a chain here. I was like, wait a minute. What? Thank you, arrow pointing down, for all that you do. This game feels like it has too much shit like this. Of like, hey, there's stuff up there, and if you bounce off this enemy just so you can get up here. Like, it feels like they've designed, and it's all extra, right? Who cares? But it just feels like they went out of their way to design a lot of shit like this. You know? Like, hey, here's a real specific layout of these items that, like, if you do it, then you're gonna get more fucking diamonds or whatever. Assholes. Assholes. How dare you put me back here? The cane pull stuff giving you like a way to interact with, like, you know, buttons and levers and what have you is like not the worst idea. But I don't think it's worth. Yeah, man, this. Good, good. Back here again. I made a noise like it was a button of some kind. Did it lower the wall on... Oh. No, that's just that guy walking, isn't it? Yeah. Nope, that's just that guy's walk noise. That was not some gate lowering somewhere else in the level. the smirk on this asshole's face. And then there's this, whatever's going on here. Yeah, these levels feel like they're very full of like, here's a bunch of shit you can't get. Unless you are thinking about these levels in a very specific way. It's a little harsh, maybe. It's a little harsh. I don't know. It is said that a sanctuary exists deep within the waters offshore. There, a mysterious stone plate with great magical powers can be found. You want to go there? Yeah, sure, why not? Once a city here, that sank deep into the sea. Okay. It's a good thing they were there so you could tell that story. Yeah, like I can't. So I wonder if that's a situation of just like there's an upgrade somewhere in one of these levels and you need to play these levels in the right order if you want to do that shit. Yeah, look at that guy. Dead. What are you doing here? Because power adapter, Uncle Scrooge. This will help you pull the things you couldn't before. Yeah, I'm always looking to pull stuff, Holmes. It's like Ring King all over again. Oh, look at that. That's neat. I mean, wouldn't I want... Wait. I mean, that's going to be too high. Yeah. So we want this one, right? I mean, but this is still... I can't pull the rocks because that just hits them. I guess this is the only one we haven't hit. Oh, we can't even get on that side of it. Great. All right, I guess we gotta go this way then. I would have thought that this, you know, with this being kind of like a shortcut type situation, that this would have been the way forward in the level, but you know, what the fuck do I know? Uncle Scrooge. Well, no, because, like, what the fuck? Wait. Because this is where I went up and around to get that thing. Unless I can just jump down here and not die. That's not a thing this game would do. Jumping in this hole is going to kill me. That's not a thing. Is it that I can't do this? So how do I leave then? I need to be able to like get out of here without dying, right? And I can't really do much here. I can't push these. I can only pull, so I'm not like I can push them off the edge. What would that even do anyway? And so what the fuck? Right? Oh, weird. What the fuck? So yeah, you gotta hold up against a wall, because the only way you can swing is by holding against an object. So you gotta get into swing state and then jump and swing. The first game didn't do that, did it? If it did, it never required you to do it. But did that even mechanically work in the first game? It did? Weird. That's a weird... It's a very sketchy input, I think. What do you want? Something is written on the floor. Sink a stone into the sea and the city will appear. A stone? Even if we had one, where are you telling me there's no stones around here? This looks like an E-tank without the E. Hello? What? Where am I? What? Free ice cream. What? Yeah, that's right. You. Kinda, dude. I kinda do, dude. I kinda do. Like, I don't... Is the implication here that I need a stone from a different level to come back here and do the thing? Because I feel like they wouldn't put dude here. Oh, what the fucking fuck? Oh. maybe duck that, I guess. Aha! You useless fuck. Yeah. Okay, so we duck the missile. We look out for the things falling from the ceiling a little better than I have been. And okay, and then he does that. And he just sits there and shoots rockets while he waits for you to hit him with some shit. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Great. Great, that's... Oh! I was holding down and waiting to get down so that I could duck down! This is fucked what you're doing here. This is not cool what's happening. There's a lot of these coming at once. Huh. Let's look at Bermuda. It's a cargo ship is missing in the Bermuda Triangle. It's maybe the work of pirates. The famed jewel, the mermaid's teardrop. That sounds like a stone. Is that a stone we drop in the... Let's go look at this. Wow, that was great. Let's go. Just, yeah, I don't know. Like the writing is very... Like someone built this contraption, had this idea somewhere else and was just looking for a place to put it. Like, I don't know, we'll put it in this boat level, I guess. Right? I mean, why not? It's a game full of this. Like, here's a little puzzle for you. Like, this is neat as like a one-off. That's, I don't know, not the worst. Fuck. Like, yeah, I don't know. This seems, like I said, significantly worse than DuckTales 1. This is, you know, I guess there's a reason why people don't really talk about this game, huh? You, come here. Still not a lot of level over here. As long as Scrooge keeps tugging, it's gonna keep shooting. Okay, well, we can't tug this cannon all around there to go that way. So unless we can magically make a cannon appear... Yeah. Whole lot of nothing that way. And nothing over here either, right? I mean, this was a dead end. Evil... Oh, no. There is a path down. Okay. You! Look, man. Thank you for the offer. Well, now we've gone and done it. Good. Great. Yeah, yep, got in my head about that fucking thing dropping stuff and... No, what? Mm-hmm. That's a fucked up situation. If this was on a Sega Genesis and you had a third button that was just swing the fucking stick, dipshit, then you could take on these guys as they were coming your way, but no, it's a 2-button controller. And so you can only line up your swing and you're up against something. Which allows them to create dickhead scenarios. Like that one. Scenarios made by dickheads. You have to figure out the secret of the pyramid to get the treasure of the Nile. There is an ancient tale told of a treasure called King Khufu's knife. Yeah, give me a fucking knife, then send me back to the boat. I'll stick all those motherfuckers. I feel like now that we've seen multiple levels... Fuck you. Fuck this game, you assholes. How's it going, Uncle Scrooge? Sure are a lot of traps here. Yeah. Yeah. No? Well, we still don't have whatever we need to get into these, so... Uncle Scrooge can get the Bozak. People used to say that about him all the time back then. That's just a, DuckTales era phrase. Hey, can you come over here so I can bounce off? No? I'm going to try to bounce off you to get up there. I was like, oh, surely there'll be a hidden thing I can use to get up and over there. There was hidden stuff, but not... Hey, kid! Can you, like, lend me a hand? Does the arrow... Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, this feels like it has none of the... Very little of the juice that makes the first game so good. This is, yeah, I don't know. Disappointing. Disappointing. I guess you're just gonna ask if I want to go home, so... And the answer is yes, very much. But this doesn't look as good. Like, the level design, I think, is like, built more around, like, bullcrap secrets. Again, like, this is DuckTales for dickheads. The one who sees the light of the sun will find the way. Hey, I found the thing! You found a hidden treasure. Was that an item in my inventory? No? A power item. I always bring my power items with me. So you can sink far enough in the sand to make it over there. I mean, you know, we might as well. Oh, it's because they... I see. Surprise, surprise, it's diamonds. Oh, let me get back up here. So that's where I went, and I went up and around, but I have not been this way. No, this is where this motherfucker is. Okay. So we went up and around and we went that way, and then we came out on the other side of this, but there was nothing there. Is it just that I can't get anywhere until I get the fucking whatever is going to let me break that style of block? This game would benefit from some kind of like, you're done here. Strider had a little bit of that, you know? Like, not as much as maybe it probably needed, but... But some kind of signposting that says, like, dog, you will go no further. It needs Rygar shit is what it needs. It needs a man, a bald man, sitting on his knees that says, you need the grappling hook, stupid. What is... a good mojo doll. A continue globe. Man, fuck you. What's a safe do? Look, it's a piece of the map. Sure. It says you save all of the money you collected in a level. That ought to make you happy. Extra energy. That sounds good. Oh, I don't have enough for that. That is what I'm looking for. What do you mean I don't have enough money for that? I don't know if you know who the fuck I am. Well, like I said, it defaults you to Niagara. That's the first. That seems like it's probably the first level. Flintheart Glom Gold. It's my dog right there. Yeah. This. I'm bummed, man. This is. Okay, so I bounced off that guy. I could hit the hook and get up there, and yeah. Instead, we get hit here, seemingly. So you can't pogo out of that. I mean, well, whatever. DuckTales used to mean something, is what I'm saying. No, I know. Yeah, I didn't want to talk to you again, but I bumped into you. It's fine. You telling me I dragged that thing all the way over here for a little diamond? Come on. I'm living big diamond status. Oh no. Gyro was trapped in a landslide. We talking about this idiot? I assume this is Gyro. Take this iron adapter. You can use it on things that wouldn't break with a normal pogo jump. Yes, Gyro. Sorry. Okay, so that is the upgrade for those. Okay. So that's like pretty easy to get then. Huh? I mean, I guess we could take that upgrade and go back to wherever's, but I guess we're here. Cool. Is it better to pogo on this bridge than run? I feel like last time we got knocked off by some low shit that if I was bouncing, maybe I could bounce over it, but it's not like I can go... Well, I guess it depends on if the bridge stays intact if I don't touch the... Let's find out. Nope. If only the segments I touched fell, then that would be something you could do. You walked over here, and here is a diamond for your troubles. Video game secrets. What are you... What? What? A firecracker? Pogo jump on it 5 times. What are we hiding in these boxes? Nothing. Thank you for putting them there. Alright, just got a pogo jump on the firecracker. This guy's smoking a cigarette? If you're not set up, if your timing's not right and you're governed, I guess I can't just pogo forever. Man. Oh, he's just okay. So he'll eventually just come over and yeah. All right. Shit, man. Why did he blink so long? Blink less! I'm looking for some of that special energy. Yeah, you know me. I assume that is a 4th pip on your health meter. That's something I take into a level and use. I guess you do have an inventory, so I guess that's probably what it is, huh? So now we have that pogo upgrade, and I don't want to play this game anymore, but this game is, like, absolutely acceptable and also, like, a criminal act. You know what I mean? This game is a personal affront to society. Society deserves better, but also it's fine. Oh, I can only pogo them, right? So I still can't hit them. I need to... Is there a separate upgrade for hitting them? Yeah, there must be. That's not an exciting upgrade to have. That's not like a, oh, you now the blocks you hate, you can get them both ways. Like, that's not a thrilling progression of power. But now we can get this. We can do that. Yay. Not a lot of health. I wonder if that's the... I wonder what the difficulty setting differences are. If on easy mode, just like a little bit more health spawns or what the deal is. Oh, you fucking fuckhead, fuckface, shit ass. This is a frustrating video game. On account of the way they made it. On account of the game they made. If you didn't have to buy continues, I feel like it would be... That would be meeting the player halfway. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Yeah, man, it's, hey, you can't go home again. I guess. What? I picked reset instead of quit, I guess. Well, it's certainly no DuckTales 1, and now I get it. Like, that was the thing. I was like, man, how has there been a DuckTales 2 all this time, and it's not spoken about really, and it just, you know, obviously, like, the cartridge, I think, is, like, relatively rare. What does a copy of DuckTales 2 go for these days? Whatever they're asking, it's too much. I'll tell you that much. We'll look at eBay. Oh, wait a minute. There's a copy of Mario Brothers Special for the PC 6001 here. 1979 press photo of David Horowitz from Fight Back. Maybe, yeah. All right, hang on. DuckTales 2. $290 for a loose cart. Here's one for $350. Here's a French copy for $100. Here's someone that has the manual, $420. I don't know that I would ever, like, I feel like I just don't know that I would buy cartridge-based games off of eBay anymore for games that are like that have a value to them like that. If you are thinking about like collecting them or whatever, because there are so many repros out there, you know. Like, it just seems like a bad way to go. That's definitely a problem with Neo Geo stuff. Like, there's a copy of fucking Windjammers up on eBay right now for $2,000. And I was like looking at it going like, okay, I mean, for starters, no. But also, who knows what you're even getting? When you can visit the store and take a cartridge apart and stare at it and go, okay, yeah. I watched a video on YouTube about authentic looking cartridges, and I'm going to tell you this looks authentic to me, but also I'm an idiot, so maybe I'm still buying a repro. Yeah, it's a lot of money for DuckTales 2, a game that is not as good as DuckTales 1. I think level design wise and just like overall balance. In some ways, this feels like they sat down and said, like, we want to make a hard DuckTales for hard motherfuckers, and I don't think that that's. I think even if you're looking at this game from that perspective, I don't think they really nailed that either. This just feels like a collection of dumb setups. Like it's one thing after another of just like, well, if you hit this just so, and then you hit these in the right order, you can knock this up to this, and then you get a diamond. Like it's not, it's just not like exciting moment to moment because the levels seem built around that. And it feels like a collection of small ideas and not big ideas. Like that conveyor belt we found on the boat. Like maybe that's used again, you know, in other parts of the game. But when you happen upon it like that, you're just like, okay, yeah, here's this little one-off thing. There's no challenge to it. You just move it, and here's the chest. Congratulations. And I think a lot of that stuff is very underwhelming. The original DuckTales, I think, is interesting because it has that relatively minorly, you know, like it makes you feel like you can kind of take things in a different order. The reality of it obviously is a little bit different than that, but you know, there's an element of like, you need to get this to do this, and I think that's cool. Again, that's, you know, Capcom, that's Strider. Like DuckTales is Strider. It's not Mega Man, it's Strider. But worse, because Strider is good. And DuckTales 2 just feels like a very tossed off version of that formula. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess we made another one of these. Like, you know, it's easy to, and this is something that, like, when we talk about games, especially now that I think most of the games, if not all of the games we have left to rank, are games of the 90s, the further along you get on the release date timeline for the NES, the closer you get to, like, every game you could make the argument, whether you know it to be factual or not. You start to reach a point with these games where you go like, oh, clearly the team that knew what they were doing were making SNES games by now. And this is just something that they passed off to, you know, someone else to, like, yeah, there's still money to be made. Make a DuckTales 2. We still have the license. I don't know. And this feels like that. I don't know. You know, again, you would have to stare at credits and figure out who did what and when if you really want to really make that claim. But it just becomes kind of the mantra, I think, for a lot of late era NES games. Is it's just easy to infer that, like, clearly this is some B-team garbage. And that's DuckTales 2, some B-team garbage. It's totally fine. It's only garbage in the context of DuckTales is an amazing video. Some scientific sources seem to indicate that DuckTales is one of the 10 best NES games. For now. We'll see if that remains. But, DuckTales is an amazing video game. And so in that specific context, DuckTales 2 is poop from a butt. DuckTales 2 is shit from an ass. In comparison. And that's fucking unfortunate. Because, man, what if they made another DuckTales game and it was awesome? And that's the thing that I think people said for a long time. And then they remastered DuckTales, and then you're like, I don't ever want to see another DuckTales game ever. Actually, turns out we don't need any of this ever again. The window is closed for DuckTales. What's Way Forward doing? Can we get them on a DuckTales? Ugh. DuckTales 2 it still has the mechanics, and you know, you're tugging. Oh, you're tugging with the cane, and you're looking for upgrades to break blocks, and so like, you know, they kind of built a thing there. I do think, you know, it's mechanically sound. It's still DuckTales. I think if the levels were designed better, that would have helped. You could make the argument that this game should have like a built-in continue structure or whatever, instead of you having to spend money to buy continues, which I think is dreary. It's just conceptually dreary. That's not fun. But that's something that I think developers would figure out not too much further after this, right? I mean, I'd feel like, what are the number of 16-bit games that you go into and go like, man, this needs a better continues? Like, there's certainly a handful of them around this time, like late 80s, early 90s. You know, you look at some early Genesis games, there's definitely some games that you're like, man, the fuck are we doing? But it does feel like that's something that a lot of game designers, developers, publishers, you know, like the industry would figure out. Like, just fucking put the scourge of game rentals is behind us. Like, we can't sit here and keep making these games worse because of it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's too huge of a knock against DuckTales 2. Like, it's certainly frustrating, but like there are a number of games on this platform that you would look at and say the exact same thing about. I don't necessarily think that that's like a huge pain point. It is just frustrating, especially in a game where you are making like progress. Like, you are coming out of levels with abilities that you didn't have before. Like, that's like, if they wanted to do, hey, you got to spend money in order to like continue halfway through the level you're currently on. You can buy a continue that way and pick right up from this boss fight or and not have to play this whole level again or whatever. Like, maybe that would be friendlier. And if you just go back to the start menu, that you can, you know, kind of jump in or whatever. And it's certainly like, you know, like the first game is harsh in a very similar way, right? It's not like the first game was like, here's a zillion continues, but the first game also is not as tough as this one, and difficulty is always a weird thing too, right? Like, you don't just say easier games are better. I think it's more that the level design and a lot of the other stuff surrounding this game gets in the way. It's not fun difficulty. It's all right. And I think that is what separates it from the original DuckTales, scientifically speaking, of course. Because, you know, again, like on a, you know, if we're just talking straight from the heart emotionally, like DuckTales 2 is extremely disappointing. But scientifically speaking, like, those core mechanics are still sound. Like, that aspect of the game still plays mostly well, even if the levels are not designed in such a way that lets you exploit that stuff in a satisfying fashion, right? Because there's just so much downtime in those levels where you're just like, okay, show me the next setup. Let me do this screen, and okay, now you got two guys popping out of the ground here, and we're doing this. Okay, let me hit these guys and do this. Like, there's just a little bit too much of that. Like I said, it feels like an idea factory of just like, here's like, it feels like developer test rooms strung together. Which is like, I don't know, we have this little area here that we didn't put in anything. It's kind of like this little stretchy, you know, conveyor, and we do this, and then we got these hooks. We're thinking like, maybe you could, what if you could do, you know, and it just feels like that. It doesn't feel cohesive. It's no DuckTales. Little Samson is a better game. Metal Gear is a better game. Dragon Warrior 4 is a better game. Faxanadu is a better game. Castlevania is a better game. The Guardian Legend is a better game. Ninja Gaiden 3 is a better game. you'd be better off with a copy of Kickmaster. I think the actual question here is like, is DuckTales 2 better or worse than Strider? Like I said, I think there's, some conceptual similarities between DuckTales and Strider simply because of the way it's like, okay, you're going to get things that give you access to a level and you go here and and the other thing is that Strider is very janky, to coin a phrase. But like the level design and a lot of I think the storytelling, Strider's a better game than DuckTales 2. This is tough, man, because I guess Rescue Rangers is a better game. Super C is a better game, but we're probably right in here. Simon's Quest is a better game. It's no Simon's Quest. It's no Simon's Quest. It's better than Batman Returns. Batman Returns is neat. Is it better or worse than Life Force? It's better. It's better than Kid Icarus. It's better than Little Ninja Brothers. Is it better or worse than Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man? Now that's the question of the ages, honestly. Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man. If I were the guy who was porting NES games to the SNES, because there is someone who does that, and it's really fucking neat. If you haven't seen it, adding like different like Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the SNES is like a really interesting, like, because the HUD is different and you kind of the buttons are moved around and it's a really cool. It's really cool. Yes, Infidelity. I do believe that's right. I do believe that's his name. I would be interested to see Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man, on a Super Nintendo or on a more powerful platform, or just redone in such a way that the game runs at like a normal smoothness and frame rate. Like that is that game runs at like a half speed, or there's some kind of, or not half speed, but a half frame rate that is like bizarre. And it's a shame because I feel like that this game would be like significantly higher on the list if it like just ran better. Low G Man is really fucking neat. It just doesn't run. It just is funky the way it runs. Is DuckTales 2 better or worse than Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man? In Low G Man, if you fucking stick a robot with that stick and then you kill it and it shows up and then you can get in the robot and then you're controlling the robot. There's a lot more crazy options inside of Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man, than DuckTales 2 has. But DuckTales 2 is better than Kid Icarus. but it's worse than Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man. But this is okay, but it's better than Little Ninja Brothers. So I guess DuckTales 2 is our new 106. It's a tricky one, man. It's like there's you can't really, like, DuckTales 2 is a game that I think if we were judging this by different standards, this would be a completely different list in a zillion different ways, right? If I was just like, farting out my own tastes, which is delicious. DuckTales 2 would be way lower. But you have to look at the, the mechanics and all of that other stuff. And, there's still good bones to this game. It is, in some ways that's almost more frustrating, right? Imagine a world where there was a DuckTales 2 as good as DuckTales 1, and it was just a lost hidden gem because everyone had moved on to new platforms. But alas, forgotten for a reason, it's DuckTales 2. Let's move on. Next up, we have a handful of games involving jets left. Top Gun cast a long shadow. I don't mean Top Gun the game. I mean Top Gun the movie. Culturally left a lot of young folks wanting to fly planes and shoot shit down. Unfortunately, when you do that in a simulator fashion, it can be a little overwhelming. I don't know which side this is going to fall on, but I just saw the Microprose logo, and so I think I have a good idea about what to expect from F-117A Stealth Fighter. Oh, shit.
F-117A Stealth Fighter.
F-117A Stealth Fighter. Like a lot of Microprose games, it just dumps you into a menu where you can configure whatever the heck you want. We have to convince Libya to end support of terrorists. Begin with standard load. If this is your first mission, Green Enemy are good opponents. Why did Microprose write it like this? Average pilots fly with skill. Average weapons are a challenge. Veterans are tough. Beating them will be no picnic. These guys are the best. Beat them and you are the ace of aces. I like that the... Oh, wait. Enter your... What button do I hit to do this? What? Great, I'm pilot player 1. Oh, so it says options. Okay, I was gonna say options 1 player. I was like, why is the select player thing also where you turn the music on or off? "12 Sidewinders, 12 Mavericks, your basic weapons pack. 16 Sidewinders, 8 Mavericks, extra air to air, extra air to ground, MiG Mashers. Show those MiGs that you are boss. Trim ground targets with this package." Let's go with the standard weapons package, I guess. And I can't pick anything else here. I guess because it's first level, so you can't... It's weird to have this menu that is theoretically a menu where you're picking options and then have none of the options available. You could tell this game was made by people who didn't spend a lot of time looking at NES games on account of they used the select button as a select button. Okay, what? Am I hitting A here? What? Okay, I hit B and then this came up. Like, this menu is fucking nonsense. Like, I press select to review briefing, theater, Libya, respond to terrorist attacks, take off 0400. Push B for menu? Okay, that just goes back here. Like, the D-pad doesn't do anything here. The A button doesn't do anything here. If I hit start, then this comes up. Like, there's just... Again, who cares? But when we think about the way that games used menus and the way you navigated them and stuff, like, this feels very alien. Whoa! Stealth fighter armed and ready.
Cleared for takeoff.
Oh. Okay, I don't think I did that. Some sort of radar lock? Okay, I guess I got hit by something, huh? Press select and B to view radar screen. Okay, yeah, there's a plane behind us. That'll do it. So much for being a fucking stealth fighter. The fuck are we doing? Been compromised fucking 5 seconds into the mission. How did a plane get so close to the fucking base in the first place? Shoot these fuckheads down, man. Okay, start appears to be your chaff. This is some ugly business, man. Did the game lock up? What happened there? What a dumb explosion. I like that there's been no indication of what our targets are. Like, the intel is also miserable. It's like, I guess that's like, you know, hey, ripped from today's headlines, huh? But it's just like, you got to take your plane off. You got to stop those terrorists. What's going on over there? What are they doing? I don't know. You got to blow them up, though. Okay, are there a lot of them? I don't, you know, like sure, yeah. Come on. Okay, apparently my cannon, my gun also locks on because I don't feel like I was anywhere near. Okay, we're coming up on what looks like a boat. Yeah, sure enough, there's a boat. That boat's pretty big for me being 63,000 feet in the fucking air. What? Yep. Select that one. I seem to have lost control of the plane. I seem to have lost control of the plane. Eject. The control on this is really like they Did I get any awards? I shot down 4 planes and then bailed out? No? No medals, huh? Oh, hooray! This is your save code. Save code. And then if I don't hit a button for a long time, it makes a big noise and shows the controller like, move on, soldier. What do you... I think that, you know, again, it's hard sometimes to convey to you the way some of these games feel. And I want you to look at this screen where instead of writing the word password, they decided to write save code. Now take that mentality and apply it to every single button on the controller, where it's just like, yeah, I don't know, we came up with our own shit. That's this game. This game fucking is Major Bill S. Wild Bill himself. It's a lot of like hold button down, push other button to do this. Like there's some real
Stealth fighter cleared for takeoff.
Stealth fighter cleared for takeoff. The oral history of the man who recorded Stealth fighter clear for takeoff for F-117A stealth fighter for the NES. An 8,000 word article. Okay, select primary target. I think I selected primary target. Again, dude, like going from like takeoff to immediately in combat seems just like one of those situations. Again, like they're saying I'm a stealth fighter. We got hit. I have to let off on the D-pad because you can hit start to, you know, send out countermeasures, but only if you're not pushing any other button. Okay. I need to get back to the map. No. And now I'm getting an infrared lock, and I need to... there's some kind of other lock, and now I need to get back to the other screen to see if there's someone behind me. You're supposed to hit select and B to toggle between the two things, but boy, select and B is a finicky thing that doesn't work very often. I assume this arrow at the top of this box is pointing me in the direction of the primary target. It seems to be roughly saying that. Okay, apparently we're getting shot. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, we're gonna fly over. But, like, I'm a stealth fighter. What had happened to air superiority? Like, this was the era of stealth fighters being fucking crazy and flying super fast and super high, and why am I fucking blowing up fucking MiGs and shit? Like, I feel like I should be just, like, magically showing up above a target, dropping a bunch of bombs, and going, right? Okay, we're gonna pass over what looks like a gun here. We'll see if we can... Because I still haven't figured out, because I do have air-to-ground capabilities. I mean, that's supposed to be what this thing is, right? It's not a... Like, it ain't for dogfighting. I think we're flying over the primary target soon. Maybe. Yep. Because the arrow just appeared behind, like, moved behind us. So clearly, maybe we need to be lower. I mean, you're probably supposed to go take out the guns and other stuff around this before you and not just fly there directly. And I'm sure if we were to take out those airstrips, maybe there would be fewer planes to fight. But I just want to see if I can see this thing or anything on the ground. Maybe not from this height, though. Okay, let's fly this way for a bit so that we can turn around and try to take a run at it. No. Select and B. Select and B. No, you motherfucker. Select and B. You piece of shit. Okay. Yes, as Candivorous Rex in the chat says, the F-117 had no air-to-air capability at all. Yeah, like that's... What the fuck are they doing? I mean, they're making a video game is what they're doing, right? And they're making a video game like this is basically what... In a lot of ways, this is basically what F-15 Strike Eagle was. Like, it was a mix of air-to-air and air-to-ground sort of situations. And we're 50,000, you know, do I need to be lower to even see this fucking thing? Is there anything to see? Oh, there was something. I think we just flew over it. It gave me no on-screen indicator for how to drop a bomb on it. Where is Funkmaster Flex when you need him? There. Shoot that. I'm hitting the button as hard as I can. So we have secondary targets. Well, that went so well. I mean, let's go for the secondaries, right? Oh my god. Target undamaged. Try another shot. I like the encouragement that this plane computer is giving me. Landing gears damaged. Great. Let's fly back. Let's see how that goes. I haven't really found any speed control either. If I hold down B, it locks out the D-pad from steering, but it doesn't seem like holding down B and moving the D-pad is actually doing anything of note. It's not changing my speed. A always shoots the gun. Start is how we shoot our countermeasures. There seems to be no notch, like, you know, obviously it's like tap, tap, tap for your verticality, your, what is that, pitch? There is no level off. I'm either always climbing or always descending. There is no in-between state. I can't yaw. Oh, I can yaw, all right. Yaw, 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 yaw. I see. Told you. Yaw, yaw, yaw. This music's really great. This music has a real unlicensed video game quality to it that I really appreciate. This is the shits, man. I don't know. Like, this is messing with the controls and kind of wrapping my mind around it a little bit now. It's very unresponsive, and like on some level you could say, well, they're trying to do a lot. They're simulating the real world flight model, and like, no, they're not. Like, this feels like fucking trash. The nicest thing you could say about it is that, you know, unlike some other flight games on the platform, you can fly upside down. You can do, you know, you can do things, and that's better than not doing it, I guess. I don't know, like, whatever. I would sacrifice that reality in favor of a better video game. That is certainly not the Microprose way. Like, they were trying to make simulators. This is just not a fun game or a very good simulator. I'm eventually, you know, especially like when you get into the concept of, hey, if you're meant to be simulating something, how come this plane, like, this is not a plane that was meant for dogfighting in the first place? What are you doing? All right, we're able to slow down a little bit. So yeah, so if I hold down select and up and down, we can throttle that way. I don't know how landing will go. Also, we probably need to lose a lot of altitude real fast because we're over the target here. This is fine. This is how all planes land, right? Okay, sure. Oh, I am controlling this. Okay. We want to go in for... Oh, God! Great. Very natural.
Welcome home.
Yep, that's how I landed, pretty much. Report for debrief. Okay, B doesn't do anything, A doesn't do anything. Start button, sure.
Bonus point.
Yes, a stealthy flight. That's what I would call that. What's a stealthy flight? Like there were planes behind me from the moment I took off. Again, this airbase is not well hidden. Like you're launching stealth missions. This is your save code. So it just dumps you right out. Like it's basically you complete a mission, it gives you a code, and then that's it. Like the whole game is basically gone at that point. And you use, what buttons do I use here? It's
Access denied.
Oh, great. What button do I have to push? So here, I have to hit the select button to select saved one player. And then on the name entry thing, what do I... It's the same thing. You hit select to enter letters. This game was made... Like, I hope everyone responsible for making these decisions is in jail. I'm selecting a letter. You gotta give them some credit. They did not include both the letter O and the number 0. Oh wait, they just removed all the vowels so you couldn't enter rude words into their password entry field. I can't type in bomb Gaddafi motherfucker and start... And this, the way it... Like the music stops. Like it just is like, no, dude, these are the things you push to move. Dude, these... Justin Bailey. This is Man. What a video game. So, you know, like, hey, how much do you knock a video game for just coming up with all of its own menu input schemes and all this other, like, non-standard stuff? Ultimately, not that much. But like I said, it feels like a game, in a lot of ways, it feels like a game made by people who did not spend time playing games on this platform, who didn't give a fuck about this platform. Which I'd say that probably sums up, I think Microprose, you could probably say, was a studio who did not really give a fuck about consoles. That's just not where they were headed, right? It's not where their head was at. They were trying to make flight simulators for whatever the current computer was. Until Spectrum Holobyte came along and made Falcon, I guess. I don't know. Which would not be that long after this. So, like, the input stuff on the menu, like, whatever. That stuff is really corny, like corny. That stuff is poorly implemented. And there would have been a smoother way to handle all of those menus. Not that big of a deal. The in-game control is unresponsive. And that combined with the number of different kind of corded inputs, I think adds up to a scenario where you're pushing something and it's not working and you don't know why. So like select and B toggles between the different radar views, but select on its own is how you go to that sub screen with the full map. And so sometimes I would try to do one and get the other because of the way the inputs were working. And I think that stuff is incredibly poor. The nicest thing I can say about it is that the gun felt responsive. When you push A, that thing fires, and the explosions happened at a frame rate that is almost comical compared to the rest of the game. The flying feels terrible. At least they automate enough of the takeoff and landing to where you don't necessarily have to worry about too much on that front. You can just get up in the air and do your thing. Weapon selection, similarly, if you are locked onto a ground target, you will fire one type of missile. If you were locked onto a plane, you will fire your air-to-air. Like, you're not having to toggle between them and get the bomb sight up and some of the things that, like, other simulators would certainly ask you to do. That's kind of the awkward thing about this, is like, maybe on a control level, this is them at their most streamlined. Because F-15 Strike Eagle had that, you're fucking bringing up the bomb reticle and you're looking at this way. Like, it was, it's a lot. This is a lot also. Like, so I guess I would say the control changes, the parts where they did smooth it out a little bit and try to cut a corner or two in favor of playability on a 2-button controller, 4-button controller, if you really, I guess, does not make the game dramatically better. As a simulator, I think, if you want to give it some leeway because you go like, well, yeah, you can't really compare it to Top Gun because that's just a fucking arcade game. This is the real deal. I think that is foolish. I think that they're approximating a lot of the same controls you would have in a computer-based version of this game, but on a computer you would have a full keyboard and have your throttle control would be handled easier. Having throttle on like hold down select and then push up and down makes a lot of sense when we think about the restrictions of the NES controller for a game of this type, but it does not make that input fun or engaging or easy enough to deal with for what else you're trying to do. There was a number of inputs that wouldn't work unless you let go of the D-pad, And so you kind of have to return to neutral, push start in order to shoot your countermeasures, and then you can go back to flying the plane. Because the start button probably does something else, like if you're hitting some other button at the same time. All of that adds up to a pretty poor feeling game. Because then you combine it with just like the run rate, the frame rate, the however many times per second that game is reading your inputs, it's not enough. It feels incredibly unresponsive. The flight feels bad. Obviously, no sense of speed to speak of. And you would expect these things from a simulation game of this era. But we are definitely getting to the far side of acceptability on that specific issue. Because it wouldn't be too much longer before we're looking at the Falcon franchise, and like that game certainly didn't always run at a great frame rate either on computers of that era, but we were headed in the right direction for flight sims and what have you. F-117A Stealth Fighter is a pretty miserable experience. And then you get into the other side of it. Like, okay, when you finish a mission, it dumps you out and says like, all right, man, here's the credits and the leaderboard. Input your save code if you want to play again. Like, it's a real, it's a very unfriendly way to do things. And so the structure of the game is uninteresting as well, which that is also kind of par for the course for a lot of the earlier 80s era of Microprose flight sims. It's very much a simulator. So you go, okay, I'm going to pick my theater, I'm going to pick my plane and weapons, and then we're going to go fly this mission. And then whatever happens, happens. Then you pick a different mission and do it again. It's not a progression. It's not a story mode or whatever. Like, that's the thing they're making. I think that stuff doesn't hold up as well here on the NES, where the expectations for style of game are a little different. But also, I think the way they've implemented it here is poor. Because that idea of, like, you're saving your pilot and you're bringing your pilot from one mission to the next and you're getting more of the medals and you look at your chest is all filled out with stuff. Like, that is as much of a progression as these games have. And so forcing you to input the save code every single time is grim. This game's not very good. It's no DuckTales 2. That's for sure. Flight of the Intruder is a better game. Airwolf is a better game. Where did F-15... Because they did, against, maybe perhaps against their better judgment. F-15 Strike Eagle did come out on the NES. I think that's a better representation of a flight sim type of game on this platform. You could argue that it is perhaps has a little bit less in terms of depth, but like it feels a little more attainable, a little more dialed in for what they're trying to accomplish. This feels like it's starting to want to straddle the line a little bit and go like, okay, we're going to kind of edge a little bit in not quite action, but we're going to try to sand off some of these edges in terms of, like I said, controlling the different types of missiles and how you fire them. But I think they're still creating a situation where the controls are too muddy and too numerous for this game to work. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. It's no Battletoads. You'd be better off with a copy of Krusty's Funhouse. Yes. I was going to say, the NES version of Krusty's Funhouse, it's easy to forget. It's a mess. It's a mess of a video game. The 16-bit versions are certainly better games. But this still goes below that. It's no Linus Spacehead's Cosmic Crusade. You'd be better off with Indiana Jones than The Last Crusade from your friends at Taito. It's no Yo Noid. You'd be better off with a copy of Greg Norman's Golf Power. Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge is a better game. Ugh. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's a better game. Worm, Journey to the Center of the Earth, that's a better game. You would be better off with a copy of Exodus, Journey to the Promised Land. But this is starting to feel right. This is starting to feel appropriate here. Raid on Bungling Bay is a better game. But like, this is better than Silver Surfer. You know? But not much better. American Gladiators is a better game. Wild Gunman is better. You'd be better off with a copy of Menace Beach. I think this game actually kind of is like musically and production value wise, this almost feels like an unlicensed video game, you know? Like the audio specifically is very grimy. You would be better off with a copy of Castellian, though. I mean, you know, the Tower of Eyes is a friend to all. This is our new number 513. Right? No. Is this worse than Silver Surfer? It can't be. It's not worse than Silver Surfer. It's worse than Silver Surfer. It's worse than Akari 3 The Rescue. It is worse than Impossible Mission 2. It is better than Bases Loaded 2, the second season. This is, no, sorry. It is better. It is worse than Bases Loaded 2, but it is better than Joshua and the Battle of Jericho. This is our new number 528. F-117A. Stealth fighter, right? Stealth fighter. Okay. It's just, yeah, just a little higher than Stealth ATF. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. There you have it. It's they shouldn't have done this. Ultimately, I think that's the thing. Is I'm sure that there are probably versions of that game. Well, I would not be shocked if this was a NES exclusive, like them desperately trying to find a way to get people to care about the simulators they were making into the 90s. Either way, on a platform with more buttons and more CPU, like processing power to smooth out the experience, I think that you know, that you could have a game in there that is not quite this bad. All right, speaking of games that you hear of and go, why did they do this? Let's move on to this. It is Might and Magic: Secret of the Inner Sanctum from your friends at American Sammy. Might and Magic on your Nintendo, finally. Oh, God. Sorpical. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did they... Do I only have these letters? But you push up and down, you get... Well, this is in the running for craziest text input. Be careful. This town's quite dangerous. Go ahead, fighters! B&B Blacksmiths. Eulard's Fine Foods. Go ahead, fighters! We have 4 hit points. Different music for the menu is interesting. I'm trying to prot. Okay. Leather skin. We do not have leather skin. We don't have any Psi Protect. What do we view? Zeke is 17. It's level 1. Okay, if we keep pushing down, we eventually get to equip. Did I... I don't know what... Something fucking shady as shit is happening on Twitch right now, where I am being followed by what appears to be hundreds of bots. I'm sure that's good, right? What are we doing here? Okay, so how do I equip? Equip. No, what? Okay. Okay, hitting A and hitting down does the same thing. Does Zeke have that club equipped or what? Yeah, there's a bunch more coming in now. I don't. There's something. Something fucking weird is happening or about to happen. I assume they follow first so that you can't just do followers only chat, right? Like that's how this works. A sign above the door reads the Inn of Sorpagal. Yeah. Can I help you? No. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, why? How much gold do I have, though? Here comes another batch of follows. I assume they do it in waves because of... to get around whatever Twitch has built in to stop it. So, hey, welcome, new followers. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. All right. Let's buy no. Let's buy... Can we buy a hand axe? No. I like that there's a shop in here, but like also, oh god, if I face this way, it automatically triggers the shop again. Like there's nothing in this room that indicates, hey, this is a shop. It's kind of weird. It's just a funky way to do it. Stairs going down. Take them. Yeah, man. Sea Sorpagal. The music is really good. I also like that it is encouraging me every step of the way to go ahead. Encounter! Yeah, sure. I'm Zeke. I can bribe this poltergeist? It said to go ahead. Gold 0, food 20. I need to select my fellows. got a dwarven knight. We've got an elf wizard. I mean, I guess we could add them all, right? I was gonna say some of these people are evil, but bullseyes in another town. Weird that you would have a list of dudes that are in another town. Wait, what? Why are there kobolds in the inn? Why are these kobolds here? Okay, we need to... You can't do anything else? What's road do? Oh, okay, so we can reorder. You guys are useless. All right, okay. I can't... That just shows me... Cast. Can we blind? Kobold, no damage. Was it blinded? Can we use? No, that brings us back to the equip menu. So none of these people have anything they can attack with? Like I went and recruited a bunch of people in the inn and they all have jack shit. Kobold infiltrates the ranks. Great. This is great. Nowhere to run. Not enough gems. I hate when I don't have enough gems. This game really throws you in it, huh? A zillion menus and concept. You're like, I don't know, man. What if you had some gems? Hey, did we hit? Or they hit us? Yeah. Yeah, they hit us. Just kill this party. Just kill this party off. All right. Go ahead, fighters. Yeah, man. All right. Well, where do we think we can go to heal? Because now we're probably not the food store. Shit, this tiny room was full of vampire bats. Can I bribe them with gems? I like that you get one shot and then it's like, nah, man, now you're fighting. Why were there kobolds in the inn? I get that the town is dangerous, but what the fuck? Right? I mean, this seems... Why would I go recruit people from the inn and then they don't have anything? Maybe they have things, but they're just not equipped. Do I need to... Let's... Oh, this message speed takes forever, too. I'm going to select my fellows. Okay. So the camp menu is how we recover. So we didn't need to find a... Okay, and I can equip here. Where? There? I don't know. What... Do we just all have clubs? And they're not equipped because this game is hateful? An orc and 3 flesh eaters. Let's hit the... Oh, so those are the 3 that are up front, and then there's... Okay. So they had to make some choices here. Let's go with the low hit points. Even with a club equipped, I can't pick fight. Is it because they're not in the front row? Is it because they're row 2? Yeah. Huh. So we need to reorder the party to put our tough guys up front, I guess. This takes some time. This takes some time, man. So can I bring you up? Okay, so Sage is technically front row, but let's... If we sought with Sonya... That fucker blew up like it was a jet in the jet game from earlier. Does camping bring people back to life? It looks like maybe. Okay. What's row? Range? Like... Robber. That's probably like a background. I mean, they all have clubs, but they, you know, maybe... Member found a chest. Caught in a trap. Blades! Sharp blades slice through the party. Blades! Blades. Rigel is poisoned. Great. What do you think? Huh? Nope. Slither Beast. Slither Beast. Maybe I should hit the other one because, you know, someone else could have hit for 1 point. Maybe no one else can even fucking hit anymore. Like Sonya should be able to hit. She's in the front row. No encounters. I assume I'm burning through a resource whenever I rest. This guy is still poisoned. None of these seem like they cure poison. Bunch of flesh eaters. There's not, like, this is, I think, diseased. It's the classic issue of like, this game is generally, like, okay. But in terms of, like, again, the platform and the general friendliness of playing this game, it'd be nice if it just had a little bit more up front. B will just move you forward, apparently. Was this the room full of bats? Oh, sprites! Hi! What's up? Like, there's just a certain lack of information you get on that main screen, also. No kind of compass, no kind of, hey, here's how many hit points you have. Like, I have a character who's poisoned. Is he losing HP on a regular basis? I assume so. Good. Good work, everyone. Our ranks have been infiltrated. I assume that means they can hit back row guys when they do that. I don't know. Just guessing. The shadow of death has fallen upon your party. Here's the main menu, stupid. Make sure to hit continue. I mean, I don't, like, where did this save? I mean, like, there's no point. Yeah, see? This is the beginning of the game. Like, this screen in particular, I think is, you know, criminal. You're like, look at this. You got half the screen devoted to... I will grant you, the constant message of, go ahead, fighters, is really amazing. It's great. Can we... And so we have a map here on select. We got this. If I could stick with this and at least have a more frequent look at where I'm at instead of it always going back to this. And in fact, like, you can't even move. Like, that stuff is... And B moves you forward in addition to forward on the D-pad, which is an interesting... I don't know, man. I guess go ahead. Okay, so it doesn't really... I guess, do I need to equip... I can't equip outside of the fucking camp either, huh? All right. Let's get these clubs on. Hold on a sec. You guys gotta go inside. You have to go inside. Put your piggy bank back in your room. This is a hard floor out here and it will break. Go back in. Go back in. I don't know what the heck is going on here. All right. Okay, so okay, if they already have the club, then that screen will be empty. Do you need me to fix your piggy bank? Where's the plug? Okay. All right, there you go. Go back inside. Okay, is that everybody? I guess we don't really have any indication here if they're equipped with... Can I view? Okay, yeah, I think everyone has... I think everyone is with club. Solid wall. Am I getting hurt from solid wall? Keep walking into these houses full of weird stuff. This town sucks. Like, it's weird that, like, the menu appears in full and then items disappear because it realizes, like, oh, you're a knight, so you can't cast. Like, there's just... It's just funky. I don't know. Stuff doesn't really matter in the grand scheme, but it's just like in every way that this game could be strange, it finds a way to be strange. So I should have one more attack this round from a less powerful character, so I should attack the one that has the most HP. Because I'll still have... maybe not. Maybe I miscalculated. I don't... Can the robber not attack? That was 4 auto blocks. Like, why can I only attack with 2 characters? They all have clubs. They will attack in some scenarios. But yeah, why will Sage not attack? Why can't Sage attack? Why can't Tori read? You know, like the important questions. Let's go in the tavern. I forgot to search. I don't give a shit. It's fine. What are the rumors? Oh, the canine has the key. No rumors today. Yeah, after that one, I can see why. Did I not equip... Did I not equip a weapon on this evil robber? I did. Let's camp in the middle of this tavern. I'm looking at a map here real quick. Path to the outdoors is at F. We were just at A. No, I'm sorry. We were just at... Oh, I guess the tavern is not on. This is just an example map, and it comes with blank pages of map for you to fill in yourself. That's fun. I'm tired of walking into unmarked doors. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of this game. See, I can't attack their back row, and that's where the guy with the most HP is, but we'll hit the one with 4 HP because I seem to be doing about 6 with my main character. And why can't we do this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I fight? This game sucks, man. Like, just interface wise, this is so tedious. The crossbow for my robber. Well, I don't know. He came with a club. He's just like holding on to a club that he can't fucking use. Because let me tell you, that fucking sucks. That's a shitty way to make your video game in the 1990s. I was not much of a Might and Magic guy back when these games were coming out on computers. Just more of a Pool of Radiance kind of dude, you know? Now we gotta take at least one of them out. I guess I need to start casting spells with these wizards, but, well, especially now that Sonya is down. Whatever. All right. Okay, great. I like the music. I think that they did some presentational stuff on here that is like interesting. Unfortunately, it's a really rough start to a game, and again, I think that gets into a lot of when we're talking about this platform and the games on this platform. You kind of do eventually get into a conversation about like, hey, you know, like whether this is accurate to a classic or not. Like, I think that the situation is such that you're just like, yeah, this is not directly like this does not compare favorably to a lot of other games on this platform. Okay. Everyone's good now. You are too weak to use City Gate. American Sammy. The most American translation possible. Well, at least I was able to read the map well enough from where we were to figure that out. So let's go down here and die instead. Locked door. Caught in a trap. Blades! 4 dudes died. Four dudes fucking died from those blades. My crew of 17-year-olds. This teen romp. Go ahead, fighters. Sonya is not recovered. Wait, why? It's just blades? Is it because I'm not in town? Like, they just have the same plus next to them as that they always do. Why are they extra dead now? What made them, like, super dead compared to, like, less dead? Oh, there was no staircase back up? What? Okay, great. The monster surprised you. Combat. I don't know. All my dudes are dead, so that's fine. Like, whatever you want to do at this point, like, it's fine by me. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm done. I'm done. And Sage can fight now. Now Sage can fight. Now Sage is diseased. What are you gonna do about that? Is it like a D&D thing that if you get hit so hard that your HP go to like -10, then you're dead and cannot be resurrected? or at least through normal means. Well, if I could find a way back up these stairs, which I don't think I can, because we wandered into a different area and there were just more doors. I thought I was going back the way we came. Maybe we could get back up and go see a cleric. Except we have no money. And there's nothing here, so there's still no money. Darkness! Oh, no map. No map here. Can't hit the select button. It's just darkness. This door is locked, and this is caught in a trap. Blades! Thank you! The sweet release of sharp blades slicing through my party. The shadow of death has saved us. This is a bummer. I don't know. Like, it's competent. Like, you know, you want to give it the benefit of the doubt because it's fucking Might and Magic 1, right? And it's interesting, you know, because it's another case of like, hey, we took this game, we took this computer RPG and tried to adapt it in some ways and re-release it, much like they did with some of those Ultima games, though notably not all of them. And try to you know, re-release it on a console platform. I think that's like a noble effort. I think that they should have done more. You know, I think that ultimately, like, the standard is now there when we look at those Ultima games and how they became consoleized. I think that's really intriguing, and I would have loved to have seen more of it. I understand why a lot of developers didn't, and, you know, obviously in the years ahead, you want that less and less because the platforms are not different. It would be weird now, let's say, to get a PC version that's one way and a console version that's a totally different way. I think there's just a lot of stuff here that you just go, you know what? Considering the number of menus you've got to dig through to equip things, you could have just equipped those clubs from the start. For example, you know, like as an example, that would be a thing that they could do to make this a little bit easier to get off the ground, to get up and going, to be on the move. Ways to give you better data more frequently instead of having all of them be subscreens and then like devoting the bottom half of the screen to just say go ahead fighters is like a really amazing choice. Like I can't hate it because it does just say go ahead fighters, and that's kind of awesome. But when you think about, you know, the tactical information or any information at all that you could put on that screen, I think that that's bananas. I think that's absolutely bananas. And, yeah, I think that this game feels like a missed opportunity, you know? And I'm sure if you really get over the hump on this, you know, the first chunk of it here, you do eventually get to a point where, you know, you're making your moves, you're moving around, you're getting in fights, you're finding stuff, you're hitting on dudes hard, you know? And I'm sure that's fine. But, you know, again, when we think about the platform and we think about all of that other stuff, I think that this game really suffers in a lot of ways. They did not do the game justice, because I feel like even by the time we got to, you know, 1990, which was this a 1990 release? Let me look here. Yeah, July 1990. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 1992 in the US, 1990 in Japan, And then obviously the original version of the game is, 1986 on the Apple II. By the time we get to 1992, Might and Magic is fucking Might and fucking Magic, man. It is on the list of all-timers from that era, It's not just like some other fucking knock-around RPG. It's fucking Might and Magic. And so I look at that, I guess, and think like, man, there's so much more that you could do if you really were looking to sit down and port Might and Magic to a console. And I would say that it deserves more. And so this comes off like a lot. Again, I think, a lot of the things we can say about, NES games of the early 90s, 1992. Yeah, Might and Magic 4 came out in 1992. It's a missed opportunity. They could have done a lot more to adapt it. But why would you? Because if you're American Sammy in 1992, you're not thinking, man, we've got this hot hand. We have the rights to put Might and Magic out on the NES. We're going to bring it over and we're going to do it justice by this amazing franchise. No, you're thinking, hey, what's some cheap stuff we can bring over? What's some fast stuff we can localize and get over into this market? Did Sammy publish the Japanese version of this game? That is my question, and maybe we need to load the Japanese version of it in order to, well, I guess I can look at the box art here and maybe determine that. But sorry, let me look at the copyright info here real quick. Gakken did the design work according to this. Under license from Activision, which, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, it's kind of... It seems like a situation... Like, my guess on this is that Sammy, your friends at American Sammy, probably did take a look at this and go, oh, dude, yeah, we can absolutely bring this game over. It will not cost a ton of money. And so in 1992, they did just that. It was kind of that fire sale concept of like, okay, last game's out the door. Let's go. You want to see what it says instead of Go Ahead Fighters? All right, we'll look real quick here. We have a couple of minutes here before we have to put this on we have to rank this. We do have to rank this. I ultimately, I don't think this is a great game. And I think that's a shame, because Might and Magic is an absolute stone cold classic. I don't have a lot of direct... Yes! I hate the US version of this even more now, because it could have said, go ahead, babies. Are you shitting me, man? What does it say when you level up? It's like we get to like level 20, it says something different, right? Go ahead, babies. Jesus. This is it's ultimately it's a bummer, Like it's no Ultima Exodus. Because we do have to consider this kind of in the context of the platform. Ultima Exodus is a better NES game than Might and Magic 1. But it does have great music. It does, like it's really, it's tempting to say it's the Silver Surfer problem, but I feel like at some point that is perhaps overly disrespectful to Might and Magic. Might and Magic starts rough. It's a game that's not going to shine in the context of, hey, we're going to play an hour of it here real quick, right? You know, it's the sort of thing that as you get into it deeper and deeper, you're going to start to see more of that. That's always been, you know, I would say sort of the same thing about all the versions of that game. Though I guess like there's got to be a fan translation of the PC Engine version by now, right? Someone surely did that. I wonder if that would actually be one of the better ways to play this game now. I wonder if that holds up better than some of the computer versions. I don't know. That'd be an interesting thought experiment or something to look at. But I guess it's not really germane right now. You know, scientifically speaking, this is in an interesting spot here. I think it is no Ultima Exodus. Like, where did the other... Oh, I guess the other games have colons in them, so I'm not searching properly. Yeah, Warriors of Destiny down there. And Quest of the Avatar there. Like, this is better than Warriors of Destiny. Yeah, it's better than Circus Caper. But like, it's no Batman Return of the Joker. Like, it's no Final Fantasy. You know, Golgo 13's a better game. Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach is a better game. Though if you could camp in Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach, that would be nice. Both games have clubs. I don't know, like they're pretty similar. Solstice: The Quest for the Staff of Deimos is a better game. Is Might and Magic 1, or I'm sorry, that was the full title here. Yeah, Might and Magic: Secret of the Inner Sanctum. I guess in Japan it was Book 1, Secret of the Inner Sanctum, which... Is Might and Magic: Secret of the Inner Sanctum better or worse than Dino Wars: Destruction of Spondylus? If Dino Wars said "Go ahead, babies" on the screen the entire time when you played it, I think that would go a long way. I think that would go a long way. You know, Uncharted Waters is a better game. Yeah, ultimately, you know, it's Ultima Exodus is probably the touch point here. I mean, to bring it into more recent terms here, I think maybe a question here is Might and Magic better or worse than F-117A Stealth Fighter? Like, scientifically speaking, I think, you know, if we throw the science out, we know that F-117A Stealth Fighter is dog shit. Might and Magic's a better game than F-117A Stealth Fighter. So that narrows it down quite a bit. It's better than the NES version of The Bard's Tale. It's better than Bases Loaded 4. it's better than All Pro Basketball, but it is not better than the Addams Family Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. It's our new number 521. Secret of the Inner Sanctum. There we go. I think it a lot of this kind of just comes down to expectations for the platform, and it's hard because obviously there is a depth to Might and Magic, But I think like you end up in a situation here where the menus are doing more harm than good. And there are things you could do. Like there are easy things. Like you look at this game and there are like easy things that you see. They go like, if they had done this, this would be a better game on this platform. And they wouldn't lose a ton of nuance along the way by just having a better interface. I think that would be huge. Just straight up better menus. Tighter menus, a slicker interface with like fewer rabbit holes to go down, and feedback that when I hit that button it says equipped. That would go a long way too. I definitely found myself like going through these menus and then going, wait, did I do the thing? Yes or no? Because there's no number that goes up. There's no pop-up on the screen that says equipped club. Finding what you have equipped requires going down, 4 more layers of menu to check again. And so you find yourself like really fighting these menus for a lot of the game. Obviously, you're going to get used to that because if you're truly dedicated to playing this game to completion, I mean, you're going to eventually just kind of get over that hump, right? But I think that's the part where you look at it compared to other games on the platform and go like, yeah, there's just more they could have done. It's a case where something might be accurate to the original version of the game, and that's not necessarily to its benefit once we're recontextualizing it as an NES game as opposed to an Apple II game. You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty wide gulf in terms of everything, man. Like I love me some Apple II games. Rocky's Boots. The hits. Droll. I mean, Droll came to a lot of platforms. Let's not be weird about it, but I always thought of Droll as an Apple II game. I think that's just because that's where I first encountered it. That Conan game, that Goonies game. Quite good. But there you have it. That's Might and Magic. And that's the list for today. Some big ones. Some DuckTales 2, some Might and Magic, and then whatever game was in the middle there. The jet game with the flying. F-117A Stealth Fighter. Chipping them away. I thought we would get into Quattro Sports today. Haha. Very ridiculous to think that we would have enough time to dip into that, but perhaps we will look at that next week. And yeah. Head over to 8bitnintendo.science to see the full list. And you can find all the links to YouTube and everything there that have every single episode of this cataloged to a crazy degree. And you can see all of these 700 and something, 727 games get ranked. And yes, we'll be back next Friday with more. And of course, Tuesday for the podcast, head over to jeff.zone. And, you can learn more about the operation over there. check out the Patreon and such. There's this, that you can go read that thing I wrote about Soros, among other things. And that's for free. You can go read that for free, baby. See you next week. Have a good one.